In the 1960s, there was a camp born here in central Vermont. It was born out of this vision that some people had. God was moving in their hearts. And I think God was doing this so that some kids would just come to know God, would come to know each other, and would learn to participate in what we call a community of love. So I guess the challenge with anything that you haven't done before is that you don't know how it's going to go. Raising a child, your first child. Raising a camp, your first camp. You don't know. So long ago, we said, hey, we need a building. We built a building. We call it the Pavi. It was a wonderful building. I think it was a wonderful building a while ago, but it's tired. There's parts of it that are broken, and now we know all these features and spaces that we need that just aren't here. What could be missing? What is broken? Let us show you. The kitchen is tired and needs to be born again. The health department wants new surfaces. Our cooks say it's too small. We can't even use it in the winter. Storage. We don't have any. Office. Too small. Hard to find. A nurse station where kids can actually heal. Camp store. We'd like it to be separate from the nurse's closet. There are problems with the foundation and wood rotting. Maybe that's not important though. We could really use some more dry space so staff stay sane and campers stay dry. I don't know if you noticed, the Pavi doesn't have any walls. We can't use it in the winter.
We've been experiencing some of these shortcomings that we've just shown you for the past few years and have come up with a few ideas as to how we might be able to fix them. So why don't you come on and take a look. You can see from this drawing that the new Pavi will be a lot bigger than the current Pavi. And one of the things we said we needed was space.
The thing that got this whole project started was the kitchen. It was in such bad shape. So here finally we have enough space. The walk-in cooler is not in the kitchen. There's enough prep space.
Putting the coolers outside the kitchen will make the kitchen cooler for the cooks in the summer. There's 2 walls of the kitchen open so that when campers bring their crates back and when we have to serve from inside, the general flow will be better and make more sense. And in general, our cooks are just going to be much happier, which makes for a much happier camp. And if anyone has to go to the bathroom on our tour, we have toilets in the pavilion now.
Yeah. Plumbing code mandates public spaces to have toilets. Actually, I'll be right back. Towels in the bathrooms yet. Well, on to much more exciting things like storage.
I am very excited about this because right now we run to the top of the barn, we run to the craft hut, we run to the basement of the cabin to get what we need for program activities, and now we'll be able to have everything right next to where we do most of our program activities.
So here we are in this really nice big open space, and I'm reminded of how my wife, who's also our program director, gets knots in her stomach on rainy days. Why is that?
It's true, I get knots in my stomach because there's not a lot to do at camp on rainy days because we try to stay dry and there's not enough indoor space. So I'm really looking forward to all of this space to be able to run around inside, be a little more active, and to have a space that will actually stay dry when it rains.
Yeah. And this fireplace over here, you're going to be able to not only play cards over there while others are over here running around and doing stuff, you can climb it. Rock climbing.
It's going to be pretty sweet.
This porch right here, it has a big door on it. I mean, really big, 40 feet by 20 feet. And on the other side, same thing. So in the summer, it's open on 2 sides, just like it is now. It's what we've come to know and love. And in the winter, we close it, we can heat it, and we can use most of the Pavi for winter program. So over behind the fireplace and above the kitchen is the office and the nurse's station and some things we really want to show you yet before you go.
So come on.
So here we are hovering above the new program space, which you can't really see here because we have a second floor now.
Yes, we do. And in the second floor, there is a new nurse's station. The nurse's station has moved out of its former closet in the old Pavi and is now large enough to have more than one camper, and the campers can actually rest because they're away from all the commotion.
And right across the hall here is the office, which is bigger and findable. So when you drive in, you'll be able to find the office if you need that.
There's a lot more that could be said about this building.
That's for sure. But can you see how well this meets our program needs?
Nothing at camp has ever been done by an individual effort.
Nada.
And we don't plan to start now.
We can't.
We don't have enough money.
We need your help.
Hi, my name's Chad Yoder. As a child, I heard stories of this little camp in Vermont called Bethany Birches. Several years ago, my wife Jen and I took a group of young adults to camp for a service project. Well, we fell in love with the camp, and we've been supporting it ever since.
I'm Matt Maxim. In my 40 years of involvement with BBC as a camper, a counselor, a parent, a board member, and now as campaign co-chair, BBC has played a very important role in my relationship with Christ. That's why I know how important it is to build a functional four-season pavilion that'll expand our outreach to youth.
Hi, I'm Russell Pageway. I'm a board member here at Bethany Birches Camp. I've worked here in the kitchen for 6 or 7 summers, and our kitchen is really too small and too hot.
As camp shepherd, I've had the exciting privilege of sharing Jesus with the youngest of the BBC campers. The pavilion serves as our gathering place, but when it rains, it gets snug.
The pavilion is the heart of the camp. It's where both bellies and souls are fed. It's where physical and emotional wounds are healed. The Pavilion Project is central to making the camp's mission possible.
Because of the significant ministry we have here at Bethany Birches, we give freely of our time and our money. Won't you join me and do the same? Please consider making a significant gift to Mission Possible, the Pavilion Project. With God, all things are possible. Maybe He wants to use you.
Today, I'm asking you to join us in supporting Bethany Birches Camp. Jen and I have made a sacrificial gift towards this project, and we'd like to invite you to do the same.
The new Pavi will help us do summer camp better.
Even more, the new Pavi will finally enable the winter camp program that we've always wanted to have. You see, when a camper comes to camp in the summer and the winter and for a work day, they get steeped in the camp experience, which is what really allows them to develop their relationship with God. So thank you for being a part of the village that will raise this Pavi.
I need your money.